I'm ready to talk about game dev. I have my cup of coffee. I have my signature Batman shirt. And it's a hot summer morning. Let's go! Okay, this week has been a bit of a failure for me in terms of game dev. It's been very chaotic. I've been trying to get this slither, snake, eel movement for one of the enemies in my third level of my game, and I just can't do it. I've tried like 7 different iterations, and I'm going to show you all of them and how none of them are what I want. So because I've been failing so hard at making this work, I thought this week's video will show you some of the other game dev failures that I've had so far in my process of being a game developer, and maybe make you feel better about all the things that you've tried and failed at as well. And at the end of the video, I do have a series of failures that have led me into a new and exciting successful side project. So you never really know where your experiments and failures can take you. So this video does end on a positive note. And no, I don't have just an accumulating pile of side projects, okay? I only have my one main project and one side project as of this video. I finished my other side project. I have a whole video on side projects. It's actually a very good video if I do say so myself, so you can check it out. It's in the description below. Yes, I'm plugging my own videos. What do you expect? So here's just a nice little showcase of my eel robot slither failures. Please enjoy. Hello and welcome to my robo-eel graveyard. I don't even know what... Oh my god. Honestly, I feel like I've tried everything and I can't get this to work. So, which one looks the best? I feel like this is better. My next project slash experiment slash failure was something that I was working on for a game jam last year, and it never got finished, and I took on way too much. The scope was way too big, but I learned a lot. The theme for the game jam was "The game is a lie," and the whole concept that I had put together was, first it would start with like a brick breaker slash breakout game, just a very pretty kind of like pale aesthetic game where you're playing brick breaker and there's like a nice mascot on the side who's basically saying well done, giving you tutorials, sort of like explaining stuff to you. And throughout the game was going to sort of glitch out, and you'll kind of see behind the game every once in a while, and the mascot as well would kind of like glitch out into something kind of creepy, and you'd be like, wait, what? And then you keep playing. Eventually, the idea was that the ball for Brick Breaker would break through the game, and then all of a sudden you'd be in this like fiery doom of hell with lava and rocks and like smoke. And the mascot kind of glitches into this devil, and he's like mad at you now, and you have to escape. So I actually got fairly far. I made the Brick Breaker 1 level. I made the mascot. And I made this amazing glitch shader that I'm super proud of, where the mascot glitches between the main mascot and the devil mascot. Like, I've never been so proud of something. I love this shader. But I ran into troubles when I actually tried to rig the character and move his arms and stuff. The shader didn't cooperate, and I got stuck. I didn't know how to fix it so that I could move him and the shader would still glitch appropriately. I also made a lava shader for the hell area, and I spent a lot of time figuring that out. Like 3 hours trying to figure out why it wasn't working. It's finally working. Let me tell you something. Wrap mode, repeat. That's all you need to know. I had it on clamp, which would just slide my entire texture right off of the material, and you got to put it on repeat, and then it works. God damn. but I got it eventually, and it was very, very satisfying. I learned Pro Builder for the first time and made a bunch of rocks in Unity. I made my first 3D character controller, and I just had like a basic concept for a 3D level that I was pretty pleased with. So all in all, I mean, I got a decent amount done considering it was my first time in 3D, my first time with shaders, like all this stuff was new to me. So yeah, it was like a fail because it never got made, but it was a success in that I learned a lot. Also, I was looking at the game and I found the title screen for this game and I named it Brickum Brackum, the stupidest name I've ever come up with. So there you go. There's my fail. So the next series of experiments led me to where I am now with this new side project. It started in about November, where my friend Ryan and I were talking about our love for tarot cards. And Ryan is a fellow game developer and part of the Game Dev Friends Club. You could check out his work below. I put it in the description. He makes some beautiful aesthetic things. I just love the work he does. Anyway, Ryan and I were talking and sharing our love for tarot cards and just tarot in general, and talking about how we wanted to make a game surrounding tarot. So we threw back some ideas of gameplay and nothing really stuck. We had some ideas of storylines and things like that. What happened was he ended up making just like a small project that was sort of like a 3D card holder. And in the meantime, I started doing some painting of the first card in the series, the Fool. I thought, okay, yeah, I'll do it the same way I do my art. I painted out a bunch of different pictures, took a photo of it and cut them out and did my thing. I put them in the project that Ryan made, and it looks really cool. They put these like different layers of the Fool card all together, and you can rotate it and see, and it's this nice 3D card. So we were both pretty excited about that. But I was feeling kind of like, oh, I don't want to paint this much, really. It took a long time to paint one card, and I already am doing painting for my main project, and just knowing that I would have to paint 78 different cards this way was just like a bit overwhelming for me. Ryan got involved with some of his own main projects as well, and we both just kind of like put this project aside for a while. Cut to about a few weeks ago when I was working on my game jam game for the Game Maker's Toolkit Jam. I have a video about it here, you can see in the cards. And yeah, I was really excited because I was learning how to use the tile mapping system in Unity. And I made this game that looks really good, but the art I used wasn't mine. So I thought maybe it would be cool eventually to somehow put my painted art into a tile set that I could replace the art in this game with, so that I could get my own like painting aesthetic into the game. So I fiddled with some things. I took some of my already made like painted grass from my game and turned it into a tile set. And I used a Brackeys tutorial to do this, and they have a nice template you can use. But it just didn't work out. Like I couldn't get the seamlessness that I wanted, and it didn't look good when I put it in game. So I was like, okay, that's a fail. Then I was looking up some tutorials on how to make some really nice like 4-way seamless tiles, and most of the tutorials were in Sprite for pixel art. And I've been looking at Sprite for a while, and I love the aesthetic of pixel art, so I thought, okay, maybe now is the time to actually buy Sprite and just give it a shot. So I did. And I took my paintings and I pasted them into Sprite, and I thought maybe I could like pixelate my paintings and like make them seamless, and I tried that. Again, fail. Did not work, looked ugly. I don't even have footage of it. It was that bad. I'm like, okay, this painting to tile set situation isn't gonna work. So I dropped that. But now I have Sprite. So I thought, why don't I just try making some pixel art? So I made this. It's a bird. And then I made this. And I'm wondering, why do people let me near art tools at all? Because like this is terrifying. But I kept working on it. And then I thought, what if I tried to make some tarot cards in pixel art? Now keep in mind, since I discovered tarot maybe like 4 years ago, I've tried now 5 different times to make my own tarot cards. Before I even was talking to Ryan, I had tried painting them on little cards. I had tried doing them in Photoshop. I tried painting them again. I tried digitizing my paintings with Ryan. I have so many different attempts at making tarot cards. So this is attempt number 5. I'm feeling a bit weary. I've made the Fool card so many times. I was like, okay, I'm not going to make the Fool. I'm going to make a different card. So I painted the Ace of Pentacles in Ace Bright. And I was like, okay, this is okay. I don't love it, but it's okay. And then I tried again. And I was like, this is good too. It's a little too detailed, so maybe whatever. I'll just put it aside and I'll make the Two of Pentacles. I'll just keep making cards and I'll develop my style and practice over time. So I made the Two of Pentacles and I really liked it. I was like, ooh, this is really nice. So I went back to the Ace and edited it to fit the same color scheme and format of the Two of Pentacles. Now I'm like, ooh, I'm liking this. So I messaged Ryan again and I'm like, hey, I have these new tarot cards that I made. And I sent them to him and he was like, yeah, these are cool. I like these. And so we both start up with this project again. And now he's made like a multi-card hand that you can kind of like see multiple cards at once. He's like expanded it. He's made amazing scriptable objects where you can make cards really easily and do all the layering really easily. And I'm exporting my pixel art into sprite sheets so that I can get all the different layers. And now we have this really cool looking tarot project kind of up and running again. And I'm feeling excited. Like, this art is exciting for me. I like pixel art. I like learning how to do it. And so I'm making more and more and more. I made a Three of Pentacles as well. Put that in. So now I have A23. We worked with sprite masks and layering and depth so that they won't overlap and nothing will be kind of like popping out and all this stuff. And we're both kind of getting back into it a little bit. So that's kind of exciting. I don't know where it's going to go. This is the thing. We don't have gameplay yet. We're not really sure if it's going to be a game or if it's just going to be a fun little project or maybe just like a tarot card pulling app or something that's fun just with the tarot cards. We're not sure yet. But it's fresh and it's exciting and it's fun. It's nice to work with someone on something. And I don't know, it's an experiment, but I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. I'm really liking practicing pixel art. I'm liking working with my friend. I'm liking all this stuff. So that's just what I'm excited about right now. So the moral of this story is you never know what your experiments and failures are going to turn into. And things that might have been gathering dust for months might turn into something again. I couldn't have predicted that my failure making a tile set out of my painting would lead me to Ace Bright, which would lead me to pixel art, which would lead me back to tarot cards, which would return me to working on this project with Ryan that now we're both really excited about. So you just never know where your failures and missteps are going to take you that will end up leading you in the right direction toward a project that you're really excited about. Okay, that's it for today's video. Please like it so that other people can see that failures can be very useful. And subscribe for weekly game dev videos. I post every Sunday. Until then, you can catch me on Instagram, which I post in my story every day about things like game dev and art and nature and just living in India and also lots of selfies because what else is Instagram for? Okay, thank you. That's all. Happy deving. Bye! Okay, I just got out of the shower. I just had a shower thought. I think I might have the solution to my eel thing. Okay. Thank God for shower thoughts. Okay, look. Oh boy. They had to unhierarchicize the bones so they can move independently. Oh my gosh. You guys, this is exactly what I wanted. Thank goodness.